Hi, I'm Ebenezer Quaye, and I play Craig on the Unwritten Rules. Why did I do the Unwritten Rules? I did it because when I read it, a lot of the office politics that were written in there really spoke to me, because these are situations that I've been in. And it was just so true and so authentic in a sense, being the only person of color in a particular area. And what I really loved about it was that it was really honest, it was really truthful, but at the same time there was a sense of humor about it and a sense of play about it, where I could read it, see the situation, really be able to absorb it, and then still at the same time be able to laugh at it.
Who in the hell is we? Especially since me can't even afford to go to Magic Johnson's 24-hour fitness. So why would I get Miranda's rude ass a personal trainer for a year?
Craig comes from a lot of experiences that I've had in terms of working in corporate environments of my own. I just remember, like, when I was 15, I worked at a shoe store. Not only was I the youngest, I was the only black person there. And when you're 15, you don't realize a lot of the things that are happening in terms of how people react to you, how people react to what you say and who you are and your personality and what you bring in and how different you are. But then as I got older and looked back on it, I could sort of see some of those things in terms of even the different types of food that I ate when I brought in my lunch. And I read it and I was like, oh my God, this has happened to me before. So a lot of it is pulled from different things that have happened. My favorite episode was the very first one, because it absolutely sets the tone for what the whole series was about to unfold and be about. Like, you could see that one episode and be like, all right, what is this show really about? You could show it and people would be like, I get it. Because the minute she walks in, the minute Gracie walks in, you just see how uncomfortable she is, how she's wrestling with how different people are interacting with her, how she's trying to figure out how this new place works. And those are all things that everybody, when they walk into their job on their first day, are trying to learn. In addition to that, there are the other things that she has to deal with too in terms of her race and how the rules apply to her. My mom actually laughed. First, she actually didn't believe it was me, because she just looked at it and was like, oh my God, that's you? I was like, yeah, it is. My friends just laugh. They love it. They love the show, and they love it because it really is, it rings so true. And it's so ironic, the twist that is involved in it. Like, to be able to sit here now in 2013 and see something like this and say, wow, this is still true. It starts conversations like, wow, why is this still a situation? Why does that particular episode still ring true now? I've learned to be able to look at a situation where so many different identities, so many different cultures can all identify with any of the characters in that show. Been able to look at that situation and say, all right, now I can see that from every perspective on the show. Like, I can see why Racy feels the way she does. I can see why the mailman feels the way he does. I can see why her boss feels the way she does. And so to be able to see that entire setup from all those different vantage points is kind of interesting. It gives you like a bird's eye perspective that you don't have when you're in the situation.